Welcome to another episode of Go Statesmen TV. I'm Katie Smith, coming to you from Rome, Georgia, where the Delta State football team played Gulf South Conference opponent Shorter. Statesmen looking to stay in the hunt for postseason play with a win on the road. Here's a good way to start things off. Shorter gets the opening kickoff, but just 4 plays later, quarterback coughs up the ball, forced by DSU's Jericho Beckwith and recovered by Trenton Warren. Statesmen start taking advantage. Tim Foy takes the handoff, rumbles up the middle for a 13-yard gain down to the Shorter 27. Delta State works its way downfield and finishes off the drive. Quarterback Tyler Sullivan with a short pass to tight end Reed Faulkner. He dives into the end zone. Statesmen take a 7-0 lead. Shorter quarterback trying to hide under center, but you can't fool Rory Island. The Delta State senior linebacker gets the sack and 8-yard loss. Statesmen get the ball back, and we get to see the run game at work in this matchup. Justin MacArthur scampers down to the 3-yard line. Very next play, he takes the handoff, follows his blockers, and makes it into the end zone. Shorter trying to score here in the second quarter. Hawks have 3rd down and 2 to go from the Delta State 9-yard line. Adrian Dinkins absolutely stops the running back from going anywhere. Few plays later, Dinkins takes down the man across the line again and stops another play right in its tracks. Shorter does manage to score, cutting the lead to just 1 touchdown, but here comes Sullivan racking up passing yards. 15 to Patrick Bethley right here. Later on to Casey Osborne for a 16-yard pickup. Let's go Sullivan to Osborne again. Looks a little familiar. That was a 13-yard gain, but Delta State doesn't score again before halftime and goes into the locker room leading Shorter 14-7. Let's start the third quarter how we ended the second. Sullivan to Osborne, 18-yard pickup, but Delta was trying on 4th down and 22. Turnover on downs, but then Shorter turns it over on its first play. Kind of hard to see, but the QB fumbled, and DSU's Landry Tulo recovers the ball at the Shorter 14. 2 plays later, handoff to Richard Freelon. He goes 7 yards up the middle, takes out a Hawk for good measure. Touchdown, Statesmen. Delta State makes it a 21-7 lead. This is where DSU starts pouring it on. Wilson Curtis forces a fumble on the ensuing kickoff. Warren recovers his 2nd ball of the night. Then Delta capitalizes. Sullivan tucks the ball and goes untouched into the end zone. Statesmen now up 28-7. Hawks looking to respond. Artavius Morgan puts a stop to that with an 8-yard loss. Quarterback sack. Shorter gets a field goal up. It's now 28-10 Statesmen, but we've got a mobile quarterback. Sullivan picks up 15 yards here all on his own. Hawks back with the ball going forward on 4th down and 1 in the third quarter. Delta State says, I don't think so. So it is Statesmen ball. Sullivan connects with Osborne. 15 yards down to the Shorter 16-yard line. This drive ends in a Vince Sherrata field goal. It is good from 25 yards out late in the third quarter. Statesmen lead 31-10. Let's take it to the fourth quarter. Shorter scores early, so it's 31-17. Delta State still leading. Sullivan passes to Jarvis York, and he gets a 41-yard reception out of that, getting the ball down to the Hawks' 11-yard line. Tim Foy finishes this one off. 5-yard touchdown run, free and clear into the end zone. Statesmen take a 38-17 lead. Delta State defense not giving up late in the fourth quarter. Nick Houston stops a pitch play 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and the clock winds down from there. Delta State grabs a road win over Shorter, 38-17.
You always want to play better. I didn't think we played very well, but give all the credit in the world to Shorter. They played hard. What they do is very difficult. I thought they got after us at times on defense, but we were not focused the way I want to be focused. And we said it. I mean, it was a trap game, and no matter how you think you're going to overcome it, we're still at times we're a young football team, and we acted like it tonight at times. But really proud of how we started the second half. And what we've got to understand is when you get a team on the ropes, you got to finish it. That's what good teams do. And I thought we played very well coming out to start the game, and I thought the second quarter was awful. And I thought the third quarter was much better. And the fourth quarter, a lot of that was just trying to get through with it. But still too many miscues, things that we don't do. And that's what bothered me the most.
Sullivan finished the night 22 of 28 passing for 214 yards and 1 touchdown. The quarterback carried the ball 7 times for 21 yards and 1 score. Justin MacArthur led the running backs with 12 carries for 86 yards and a score. Tim Foy had 47 yards and a touchdown. Richard Freelon also found his way into the end zone. Casey Osborne led the receiving corps with 7 catches for 86 yards. Jarvis York got 50 yards on just 2 catches. Patrick Bethley, Ricky Hunt, DJ Hawley, and Colin Floyd all had about 20 receiving yards. Rory Island led the defense with 10 tackles, 7 were solo. Nick Houston and Artavius Morgan both had 7 total tackles. Houston had 3 tackles for loss, totaling 12 yards. Romello Wilson and Trenton Warren both recorded 6 tackles. Good stats, but head coach Todd Cooley says he still wants more from his team.
I thought Coach Williams, Coach Anthony did a great job, and it's not about, sometimes as a coach, it's not about just the win, it's about how you play. And we're trying to play to a standard, and we weren't close to our standard tonight. And once again, Shorter had a lot to do with that. That's a good football team over there. I know their record doesn't show it, but they play hard. Their kids are very, very tough, and they've got a really good quarterback who's very dangerous. And so we're glad to get the win. It's always good to correct with a win, but we've got a lot of things to get corrected before this next week. But the good thing is we're back at home crowd. We love playing at home, so we're excited about that.
Statesmen win 38-17 and improve to 3-1 in Gulf South Conference play. I'm Katie Smith for Go Statesman TV. Stay tuned. There's more coming up after the break.
The former Pure Oil station in Ruleville is now the Sunflower Eye Station with Dr. Ed Egger. The Sunflower Eye Station specializes in everything from simple eye exams to standard prescription lenses with your choice of stylish frames. We also offer colored contact lenses and prescription sunglasses from Costa Del Mar. If you're experiencing headaches from eye strain or just need a prescription upgrade, we can handle all your family's vision needs. So come see us at the Sunflower Eye Station in Ruleville and start seeing your world in pure vision.
Millions of girls are told they're pretty, but not many end up becoming a model. Even fewer decide to put their face in front of someone who wants to rearrange it. And now, instead of fighting for a cover shot, I'm fighting for gold. I'm Michaela Mayer, and I'm one of a kind.
Ain't great. Good. I'm Bill Mann with North Sunflower Medical Center. We're here in front of Perry's Pawn Shop with Billy Perry, a local celebrity here in town. And Billy, I just wanted to ask you, have you ever been to our hospital in Ruleville?
Man, yeah. I cut my finger. I was building a doghouse one day and I was cut my finger, and I called over and told them I was on my way, and the time I got there, they were standing there waiting on me.
Standing at the door waiting on you?
Man, yeah, and they fixed me up and I came on home.
Good service.
Great service.
All right, well, I'm glad to hear that.
I love that hospital.
Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland has clothed the Delta since 1979. Shirts, sweaters, and khakis by Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all college campuses. Costa sunglasses with mountain khakis and jeans by Big Star, True Religion, and Silver. Abraham's has a large assortment of the North Face and Patagonia outerwear for men, women, and children. Cole Haan and Tom shoes, plus the finest tie collection in Mississippi. Team up with dress shirts by Polo and Ike Behar. Abraham's carries a large inventory of fine suits and sport coats by Ralph Lauren, S. Cohen, and Abraham's own private label. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland.
Simply Sunflower is now open in downtown Ruleville. The former Edwards Pharmacy is now Simply Sunflower, a flower, gift, and scrub shop. Find everything you need for that special someone, or check out our scrubs in all sizes with your favorite colors and designs. Come see our selection of gifts, arrangements, and scrubs at Simply Sunflower in downtown Ruleville, and find out why more and more people in the Delta are saying, "Take me to Ruleville."
As an economist, I meet with many business leaders who just don't understand the true cost of documents. Unmanaged fleets, dysfunctional workflow, it's chaos. It's profit-killing chaos.
Mississippi owned and operated, the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating is Mississippi's only full-line Kyocera dealer. Kyocera's full-line copiers, printer, and faxes offer robust work solutions while offering industry-leading lowest total cost of ownership. Offering rental, leasing, and purchasing options, let the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating help grow your business.
Welcome back to Go Statesman TV. I'm Caroline George. The Lady Statesmen cross-country team of Delta State University traveled to Birmingham, Alabama on October 26 to compete in the Gulf South Conference Championships. For the Lady Statesmen, Anna Lee Pierce finished 19th with a time of 19:54. In 37th place, Tressa Lamb finished with a time of 20:49. Kelsey Shoemate finished 55th for the Lady Statesmen with a time of 21:21. In 61st place, Anna Poteet finished 21:38. Hannah Register finished 67th for the Lady Statesmen with a time of 22:07. In 74th place, Kylie Morton finished 22:47. And rounding out the Lady Statesmen runners was Madison Nash, finishing 76th with a time of 22:56. Moving on to the team results, the Gulf South Conference is known for being highly competitive in cross country. Alabama Huntsville took the first place finish, followed by Union in second, West Florida in third, Shorter in fourth, West Georgia in fifth, Lee and North Alabama tying for sixth, Valdosta taking eighth, West Alabama in ninth, Delta State taking 10th place, and Christian Brothers taking 11th. Now keep in mind, Union, Shorter, and Lee are not eligible for postseason awards because they are still in the transition phase in the NCAA. Even though the teams performed well, the results don't count. In case you were wondering, Vicki Winslow of Alabama Huntsville took first place with a time of 18:20. Another little quick fact, in the men's side, Alabama Huntsville took their third straight men's cross-country championship. Because Anna Lee Pierce finished 19th for the Lady Statesmen, she was named to the All-GSC second team for her second year in a row. For GoStatesmen TV, I'm Caroline George.
The Sunflower Clinic in Ruleville, next to North Sunflower Medical Center, is your answer for medical attention when you need help now. The Sunflower Clinic is open every day until midnight, and with wait times averaging less than 1 hour, you are in and out and on the road to recovery in no time. The Sunflower Clinic treats all ages, so when problems arise and you need help now, tell someone close, take me to Ruleville.
Take me to Ruleville.
Take me to Ruleville. Take me to Ruleville.
Take me to Ruleville.
We are here for you at the Sunflower Clinic in Ruleville.
Take me to Ruleville.
As an economist, I meet with many business leaders who just don't understand the true cost of documents. Unmanaged fleets, dysfunctional workflow, it's chaos. It's profit-killing chaos.
Mississippi owned and operated, the image specialist in Southern Duplicating is Mississippi's only full-line Kyocera dealer. Kyocera's full-line copiers, printer, and faxes offer robust work solutions while offering industry-leading lowest total cost of ownership. Offering rental, leasing, and purchasing options, let the image specialist in Southern Duplicating help grow your business.
The Sunflower Diagnostic Center in Ruleville offers state-of-the-art digital imaging mammography. Mammograms are recommended yearly for females starting at age 35, and right now through December, the Sunflower Diagnostic Center is offering $99 mammograms. With our digital imaging system, we can detect possible problems earlier than ever. Our procedures are painless, and your results are back within 24 hours. Have your doctor refer you today to the Sunflower Diagnostic Center for your $99 mammogram, and see why people are saying, "Take me to Ruleville."
Millions of people grow up in a family of immigrants. But not everyone stops at nothing to reach their dream. Even fewer have the patience, passion, and perseverance to achieve success. A dream is for those who sleep. I live mine. I'm Pitbull, and I'm one of a kind. Darling.
Abraham's, an historic downtown Cleveland, has clothed the Delta since 1979. Shirts, sweaters, and khakis by Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all college campuses. Costa sunglasses with mountain khakis and jeans by Big Star, True Religion, and Silver. Abraham's has a large assortment of the North Face and Patagonia outerwear for men, women, and children. Cole Haan and Tom shoes, plus the finest tie collection in Mississippi. Team up with dress shirts by Polo and Ike Behar. Abraham's carries a large inventory of fine suits and sport coats by Ralph Lauren, S. Cohen, and Abraham's own private label. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland.
The hunt for another Gulf South Conference championship continues for Statesman football. It's a busy week for Delta State University with homecoming and the inauguration of President Bill LaForge, but all eyes will turn to Parker Field at McCool Stadium Saturday night as the green and white face nationally ranked and league rival Valdosta State. Oh, and the Blazers are the defending Division II national champion. Kickoff is set for 4 o'clock in Cleveland. We knew this game would be big. It always is with a rivalry game, and we're getting everything we hoped for with Gulf South Conference implications. Let's take a look at the football standings heading into this week's action. West Alabama is the only GSC team still unbeaten heading into Week 9 of the season. The Tigers are 4-0 against conference teams, including Delta State, and sit atop the league standings. The Statesmen and North Alabama are tied for second place. DSU and the Lions both have 3-1 GSC records. Valdosta State is 3-2 and 4th in the league standings, but get this, the Blazers' last game was against North Alabama in Valdosta, Georgia, and the Lions absolutely dominated, beating the Blazers 57-7. Yes, that is the correct score. Consider the fact that Delta State beat North Alabama earlier this season on the road, and the Statesmen just might have the upper hand on Saturday against Valdosta. Then again, the Blazers will probably be looking to bounce back, and you can't predict anything in a rival game except the fact that Valdosta State versus Delta State this weekend will affect the Gulf South Conference football standings. To round out those rankings, West Georgia and Florida Tech are tied for 5th with 1-3 GSC records. Shorter is at the bottom with an 0-5 record. Let's talk soccer now. The Statesmen and Lady Statesmen were on the road over the weekend getting in some Gulf South Conference play. First, the teams headed to West Alabama where the Delta State men fell to the Tigers 3-1 and the women lost 5-0. Our teams then completed the road trip at West Florida where we had 2 of the same score. Unfortunately, both the Statesmen and Lady Statesmen lost to the Argonauts 4-0. Let's take a look at the Gulf South Conference standings in soccer now. For the men, West Florida is in first place with a 10-2-1 record. Shorter is second, Lee third, and West Alabama fourth. 5th place goes to Alabama Huntsville, 6th is Christian Brothers, 7 is Union, and Delta State is number 8. West Florida is on top of the women's standings too, not having lost a conference game yet at 8-0-1. In 2nd place is Lee, 3rd is Christian Brothers. West Alabama also in 4th place for the women. 5th place goes to Valdosta State, Union is 6th, North Alabama 7th, and West Georgia 8th. Shorter and Alabama Huntsville are tied for 9th, and the Lady Statesmen are number 11. Both Delta State teams have an opportunity to pick up a conference win this week against Christian Brothers. The men play the Memphis-based team at 3:30 on Wednesday here in Cleveland. Then the women play Friday at Delta Field. That match is set for 1 o'clock. For GoStatesmenTV, I'm Katie Smith.
Out the womb. I was already out the womb, competing, Me and my brother compete for milk, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Started early at a young age for me. I did. I played basketball, soccer, of course football, and baseball. But I stopped playing baseball when they started throwing curveballs. Because, the ball was coming right at you, and then, you duck, and the umpire would, strike, and be like, what? Lost your mind. So that was about it. That was about all. That's all I had for baseball. So, big props to you baseball players. Respect for that. I'm not real superstitious, but I do not like to step on the lines when I'm coming onto the field. I feel like a lot of people have that. My favorite athlete has got to be LeBron James. Cat's a monster. I mean, he's just a physical specimen. MVP, running a couple years now. 2-time champion right now. I mean, I'm top of the world when it comes to LeBron James. I'm the biggest fan. Favorite place on campus? Probably Burger Studio. So the Union, because, heck, you can make your burger made the major way. It's kind of like Burger King out there, but it's even better. Reed Faulkner, football, tight end, number 89, grad student, Oxford, Mississippi. Student, athlete, statesman, united in green.
I knew a girl that ran here probably 5 years before I was even thinking about it. And I love running, but I don't like track, and they only had a cross-country team, so that was definitely a positive. And once I came and met the coach, I was hooked. I love my coach here. So it was exciting to finish second team All GSC because I wasn't really expecting it. The season before I had been hurt, so I was coming off of an injury. So it really just kind of encouraged me and got my confidence back. And this year, I'm just hoping to be injury-free and training really hard. It's my last year, so I want to go out with a bang. And so I'm just going to hopefully try to get first team. I am a little bit of an introvert, but since I've gotten to college and been on a team with a bunch of girls, I've kind of gotten out of my shell. My favorite type of music is contemporary Christian, and I like Jesus culture and Misty Edwards. I like to travel. I've been to Ghana, Africa, and then I've been to different parts of Mexico. But I'm an international business major, so I really hope to travel more. I love to read Francine Rivers' books. She's really interesting, and she's a Christian fiction author, and she just puts a lot of good quotes and stuff from the Bible and makes it able to apply to your life. I'm kind of creative, so I like to do woodwork with my dad, and about 4 years ago I picked up knitting, so I like to knit scarves. I'm an international business major, and I hope to work with an organization like A21 Ministries, and they work with sex trafficking. So I would like to be overseas for a few years, but maybe come back to the States and work in California. Annalie Pierce, cross country, senior, Yazoo City, Mississippi. Student, athlete, lady statesman, united in green.
Dr. Benny Wright. Over the past several years, there's been an enormous change in the way surgery is done. There's been a quantum leap in innovations for doing outpatient surgery. Here we do numerous surgical procedures as an outpatient, including hernia repairs, both laparoscopically and open. We can also do gallbladder surgeries, intestinal surgery, resections of the colon and small intestines, and all these cases can be done and the patient go home the same day.
Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland has clothed the Delta since 1979. Shirts, sweaters, and khakis by Southern Tide and Polo are favorites on all college campuses. Costa sunglasses with mountain khakis and jeans by Big Star, True Religion, and Silver. Abraham's has a large assortment of the North Face and Patagonia outerwear for men, women, and children. Cole Haan and Tom shoes, plus the finest tie collection in Mississippi. Team up with dress shirts by Polo and Ike Behar. Abraham's carries a large inventory of fine suits and sport coats by Ralph Lauren, S. Cohen, and Abraham's own private label. Abraham's in historic downtown Cleveland.
Simply Sunflower is now open in downtown Ruleville. The former Edwards Pharmacy is now Simply Sunflower, a flower, gift, and scrub shop. Find everything you need for that special someone, or check out our scrubs in all sizes with your favorite colors and designs. Come see our selection of gifts, arrangements, and scrubs at Simply Sunflower in downtown Ruleville, and find out why more and more people in the Delta are saying, "Take me to Ruleville."
As an economist, I meet with many business leaders who just don't understand the true cost of documents. Unmanaged fleets, dysfunctional workflow, it's chaos. It's profit-killing chaos.
Mississippi owned and operated, the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating is Mississippi's only full-line Kyocera dealer. Kyocera's full-line copiers, printer, and faxes offer robust work solutions while offering industry-leading lowest total cost of ownership. Offering rental, leasing, and purchasing options, let the Image Specialist in Southern Duplicating help grow your business.
Hi, my name is Pearson Wyndham. I'm an ear, nose, and throat physician with ENT Consultants of North Mississippi. Being an ear, nose, and throat specialist, we see a wide array of patients, both pediatric and adult. Some common procedures would be tympanostomy, tube placement, tonsillectomy, adenoidectomy, sinus surgery. Being from the Delta, I felt like I could come back and provide a needed service. We're proud to be able to offer this service here at North Sunflower Medical Center.
Millions of girls are told they're pretty. But not many end up becoming a model. Even fewer decide to put their face in front of someone who wants to rearrange it. And now, instead of fighting for a cover shot, I'm fighting for gold. I'm Michaela Mayer, and I'm one of a kind.
Welcome back to Go Statesman TV. I'm Katie Smith, joined now by Assistant Athletic Director Dana George. And Dana, you wear so many hats. It's almost Halloween, so what's the next thing on your plate?
Well, as the advisor for the Student Athlete Advisory Committee, we will be hosting Trunk or Treat Thursday, October the 31st.
That sounds so exciting. I'm going to dress up. Are you going to dress up?
I have a slight plan. I don't go overboard. I have young children of my own. I'm afraid they'll be frightened. So I try not to go too far with it.
So no crazy masks or anything?
Not too much.
Okay. Well, how long has Trunk or Treat been going on?
This is actually its 4th year. We started in 2010.
So what kind of inspired the idea? I mean, Halloween, is you can really go trick-or-treat anywhere, but why kind of park cars near the stadium and have people come join us at athletics?
Right. Well, of course, we're always looking for ways to be involved and to serve our community, and we just felt like this was a great opportunity to provide a safe but fun environment for students, for kids, for children and youth of the Cleveland area to come participate in Halloween festivities, but at the same time not be going in and out of vehicles and in and out of residential areas and things like that. And of course, it's just a great time to be around Delta State Athletics. So.
Anytime's a great time to be around Delta State Athletics.
That's right.
Okay, you said been going on since 2010. How have you seen it grow over the last couple of years?
In 2010, we had about 100 people register for our door prizes, so that's how we kind of keep up with how many people come through. And in 2012, which was its 3rd year, we actually had over 1,000 people register for door prizes, and that is only the children and the youth that get to register. So that doesn't include any of the parents and friends and older siblings that may have been bringing trick-or-treaters through. That is only the children and youth.
That's great. You expecting even more this year?
I hope so. I'm excited about it. The presidential inauguration group has really adopted it and helped incorporate it into the plan for this week, and so we expect to see a boost in attendance and participation from that.
How is this one of the great things that Delta State Athletics just, we're involved in the community in so many ways, but is this just kind of one more thing we do to help out Cleveland?
Absolutely, but there are ways you can serve, but there are also ways we can engage, and that's what I really see. It's so much fun to just walk through and see the women's basketball player painting the nails of that child who they've never met before, or that football player running through the gauntlet that they've set up, the obstacle course that they've set up with the 5-year-old little boy, and that sort of thing. So that is just such a tremendous experience, and something I hope that each of the student athletes leaves here thinking, wow, I really enjoyed being a part of that community.
That's great. Trunk or treat, though, it may seem a little obvious, but kind of explain to us what the whole concept is.
Right. Well, we invite the student athletes in each sport, as well as some other student organizations on campus, to actually bring their vehicles and set up. Since they don't have homes, obviously, to be going to doors to trick or treat, we ask them to park their vehicles. We do ask them to park their vehicles and leave them parked so that there's no traffic in and out with the kids. But we and those are the booths that the kids would go to participate in the activities or to trick or treat, receive treats and candies and things like that.
And you talked about door prizes, so there's more going on than just the standard trick or treating.
Absolutely, we will have door prizes. We are going to be collecting spare change for Make-A-Wish. We're never going to stop pushing Make-A-Wish, so we want people to know that we're committed to that $5,000 goal, and so we will have our buckets there collecting spare change. We ask people to bring all their spare change out, empty some piggy banks, that type of thing. So we'll have that going on. We're toying with a costume contest right now, so we're hoping we'll have maybe some age groups and some levels to have some competition there. We always like competition.
Sure. Student athletes, community members, kids, what do you want them to get out of this event?
I really just want them to leave feeling great about their experience, and having enjoyed being a part of something that Delta State Athletics is putting on. And this year with the inauguration, you have an opportunity to participate in a community picnic afterward. We're going to have a pep rally. The football team, the band, the cheerleading program are all going to be there and have a pep rally. And then the Bolivar County Cleveland Chamber of Commerce is putting on a fireworks show at the end of the pep rally. So it is a full night, and it is a big event, and we're really excited about it.
One thing we can't forget, date and time.
October 31st from 5 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. will actually be the trunk or treat. The community picnic will start around 6, pep rallies at 9, and fireworks immediately afterward.
So come on over to the Delta State football field. We'll be there the whole night. Dana and I will try and keep the costumes down. But thanks for joining me. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely.
And thanks for watching this episode of Go Statesman TV. We'll see you next week.